today to tell you about the home valuation that you can add to your page. So the first thing we want to do is, of course, sign in the command. And since it is on your web page, once you get into command, you want to come down here to consumer. And we're going to click the edit my website button. Now once here, you have to decide if you want to do your home valuation as a custom page or a landing page. If you're not familiar with the differences, the custom page is like this, where even though navigation is still here, so it's kind of a page within my site. If you do the other layout, the landing page, it's going to be like the way that the open houses are and such, where there's no navigation. It's literally a standalone page. So for the home valuation, I would highly suggest doing the custom page instead. So let's go ahead and start that up. Now, page title is required, and I'm going to call this "What is your home worth?" Internal name, of course, is just that. It's going to be the name that you see, so if you want to name it something else, you certainly can. I'm going to change that out a little bit just for my sake. And we're going to skip the page header for the time being and come down to the modules. So we're going to click on Add Module. And this is a relatively new module that KW has added. You can leave it on this additional modules and just scroll down like I did and find the home value search component. Now, when you add that, you can see it pops up over here, so it keeps the title that we discussed. And now there's two new titles. Now be careful with this one, because the first one's great. Ready to discover your home's value. Yeah, great. Yep, that describes it. But then whenever it comes to the description, they used a generic one that says, "Let's find your home to get started," which is not applicable for this one. So, in this case, let's just, you can use whatever you want. I'm going to just call it "Let's Get Started." All right. So that's going to change the description there. Now, up here at the top, where I have that title, we can click this Hide Title button, but the blue bar sticks around. So I personally am going to just leave it on. You can customize this some if you want like a background image or something like that instead. But for the most part, we just want to make sure this is up and live so people can come and see what the value of their house is. So now that I'm all done, a couple choices. I can go ahead and hit save, or I can go ahead and hit publish. The nice thing with that save button is there is like a history that's developed. So as you're working on things, if it's a more in-depth project, you can end up going back and making edits and things by going back to the different save points. It's not just save it once and that's the only save. There's actually a history that's developed. So that should be live pretty much any second. I'm going to go ahead and just open a new window here and try it out. And it should show up on your more. Yeah, it looks like "What is your home worth?" Yes. So that is up and running. So to demonstrate what it would look like if somebody came to the site, I'm just going to put in an address for a house that is currently on sale. Full disclosure, since we don't know what it's going to pull up the value of it, it is currently on sale for $300,000. So let's see how close this came to what the real estate agent who put it in said it should. And I'm gonna erase the actual details on that page just because, number one, I want it to be timeless, and number two, the actual address does not matter in this case. So we're going to hit that "Let's Go" button. Oh, and immediately it's saying you're just one step away, so they want to collect your information. Fantastic. Let's go with Ricky Bobby. Oops. All right. Then you have to check the agreement stuff and click that Get My Valuation. There we go. Now it's pulling up, and hey, looks like that agent pretty much nailed it. It's between 297 and 303, and they had put the exact same. Either the agent nailed it or the home valuation nailed it. Not sure which, but it certainly did work out. So the user would then click this little send button, and they're prompted, hey, Daniel will reach out to you shortly. Okay, so client has done all this. Now let's see what it looks like on the agent side. So we're going to come back over to command. We'll just do a little reset here. Probably don't even need to do that, but since it's only been a few seconds, I'm going to. And yeah, home valuation request has come in from Ricky Bobby, and we can actually click that view contact. And as you see, Ricky Bobby has now been added to the contacts, and there's even information here about the address that he wanted information on. So I can now reach out to Ricky Bobby and be like, hey, I'd be very happy to list your house, or hey, do you have any questions about that? Or I would definitely have some kind of script in mind, or maybe put them on a smart plan, or all the great options that you can do once you have this lead. So yeah, that is how you add the home valuation to your site, how you can use it as a lead generator, and I hope this helps your business. Y'all take care.